Hi everybody, I'm Lisa Shield. Today I want to talk to you about a question that a woman asked me from my private women's coaching group. It's called Emotionally Naked Dating, and it is an amazing group of women who decided, they woke up one day and they just said, look, I can't keep doing what I'm doing. Like my best years are passing me by, and I want to be spending these years with the love of my life. I don't want to be out there dating online, whatever. And so they came to me so that I could help them get off of all, get out of all of that stuff and show them just a step-by-step plan for how to find love. Now, most of my clients, something like 70% of the women who go through my course find true love within 3 to 12 months. It's really quite remarkable. They're not working with me at the end of 12 months. They work with me for 3 months. Some of them find someone in that time, but many find someone by 12 months. So it's pretty extraordinary. So this woman asked me, she said, Lisa, I'm still having trouble figuring out how to get emotionally naked on a date. And I thought about it, I think she was looking for some simple strategies like, ask these questions, or touch his arm, or look longingly into his eyes for a little longer than you're supposed to. I think that's what she was expecting. And what I said to her was, you need to get out of your head and you need to get into your heart. I can't remember who was the person who said the longest distance can be from the head to the heart. And it's really true. I don't know if it was Buddha or Thich Nhat Hanh, or I don't know. If you know, please put it in the chat. Anyway, but the longest distance is from the head to the heart. It can feel so hard to get there, and we don't know how to get out of our brain. We're so attached to our agenda when we're dating. We're so attached to, is he the right guy? Does he have this? Does he have that? Am I saying the wrong thing? Am I saying the right thing? Am I leaning back? Am I leaning too far forward? Is my dress too low cut? I don't know. But we're so caught up in our agenda that and trying to figure it out, that we're not really in the moment and in our hearts. And that's really, if you think about it, what we're trying to create is love. And to create love, love comes from the heart. It comes from a very different part of our being. At work, we access our intellectual side and our left brain, but in love, we're really drawing from the right side of our brain and from our heart space, not our head space. So I could tell, just the question she was asking, and by the tone of her voice, that she was totally in her head. And she said, well, what do I do? Like, how do I get into my heart? Which was actually a better question. How do I get into my heart? And we talked about it, and some simple things that I said to her were, without talking about techniques that are exclusive to my course, but just some simple things. I said, you need to remember to breathe, and you need to slow down. You need to talk slower, and you need to talk softer, right? So I'm going to share something. There's two ways to change. There's two ways to change things. You can change things out there, or you can change things in here. And by her actually shifting inside herself and softening her voice and speaking more, slowly, it would then start to change everything out here. So who she was being, the way she would move, the way that she would respond to him. All of that, by making the shift on the inside, would start to shift out there. And that's being in your heart. That's how you get into your heart. You shift it on the inside. You're not trying to get a reaction from him. You get the reaction by shifting all of this inside of you, and by getting in, by breathing, by talking slower. And there's so many more techniques or ways to do this that I share with my clients, but those were some of the things. And the question started with, how do I get more emotionally naked on a date? And the real truth was, it was more about, how do I get into my heart on a date? Because being in your heart is being emotionally naked. When you're coming from your heart, there's no wall, there's no facade, there's no hiding. There's just you being in touch. Our heart is love, and there's no fear, right, when you're in your heart. So you don't have to even think about getting emotionally naked, because your heart is the center of your emotional nakedness. I am so grateful. I know this is a little bit of a short one today, but I am grateful that you're here. It really means a lot. If you want, my gift for you is, I have a free webinar. It is 45 minutes, 45 of the best minutes you will have ever spent on your love life. That if you love what you hear, so you go to my website, lisashield.com. You click on the link, it will take you to my webinar. You watch that. If you like what you saw, then you and I can jump on a call. How cool is that? And maybe you will even become a client. I will talk to you about how I can help you get this thing solved. And yeah, that's what I have for you. So have a wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. It means the world to me that you all come on these and that you stick around. And I get all these emails from people saying how much value you get. Yeah, so keep coming back, and I will see you next time.